Hey peeps, it's Wednesday night, it's Chit Chat Shop, and we are super excited tonight. Look where we are, we're in Studio B here at Kitchen Door Catering. Woot woot! And we have the amazing Lacewood in house, and they're gonna start us off with a great song. It's called Let's Just Dance. Check them out, then we're gonna do some cooking with Chef Andrew. Woot woot!
Rise up to the fight. One love, one life for the revolution. Rise up and unite. Woo! Rise up. Rise up and unite. Rise up. One life.
Or C? This is Studio A. We were just in Studio B over there. Like, awesome. Wasn't that amazing? That was so great. Oh, so good. Super, super awesome. So we're very fortunate to have this lovely trio, Lacewood,
Thank you for having
Lana,
us.
Dwight, Chris, super talented. And we're going to cook up some burgers.
Hey, that's great.
Because you have a cookbook.
I do.
You're a musician. I learned all about your life.
Thank you.
Which is
It's
awesome,
good.
by the way.
It's good. But 40 so of our East Coast music friends have shared their favorite food memory and their favorite recipe. So we're going to do something from there tonight, a little bit of twist on it.
A little bit of twist, yes.
Twi-
Chef
the
Andrew
KD
always
the
puts a twist
KD
on.
twist. I
Katie
think.
Twist,
KD
yes.
twist.
Katie
Okay.
Twist.
First
It
I
almost
thought
sounds
they'd been
like
crafted.
crafted.
I know.
Everybody, we had that on our Twitter handle is what? Katie, what's our Twitter handle?
Katie Catering.
Katie Catering. People are like, oh, it's craft dinner catering. I was like, seriously, people? Seriously? I was very offended, but I got over it. I'm good. So yeah, so how did it happen? How'd you guys come together?
Well, it is kind of a funny story because Chris and I have been working together for over 20 years, which is hard to imagine.
Over 20 years?
Yeah.
No, don't take
yeah.
yourself. Like over 2 years.
We met
Over
at
2 years.
Grade 1.
Yeah. The choir. Yeah. He played the oboe. No, I'm just kidding.
We went to band camp. Yeah.
So we've had a long solo career with solo music and other projects, and then obviously Dwight being Canadian Idol guy,
Famous.
and obviously
I remember
great,
watching
great
it.
musician.
I cheered.
So there was this time, good, yay, as did all of Nova Scotia.
Yeah, all of Nova Scotia.
So we had this thought about creating a trio that we were like, first off you have to remember half the lyrics, which is great. That was my highlight. and then what it was is we were like, well, who's going to be the third person? And I was like, well, let's check with Dwight Dion. He'd be great. So it happens to be every year we do this blind date thing.
Yeah, the blind date with the star with the
Oh,
learning
yeah,
disabilities
did you do that?
association.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I did that once.
So we
I
tell
didn't
our
really end
spouses
up
that
with
we're
the
going
super
out
star.
on a blind date, and that's where the band started. So I approached him, and
That's awesome.
Dwight fearlessly attempted
She
a.
said, I want to talk to you. I said, oh, what did I do now?
It was funny because
I'm
we
in trouble.
You know what? It's funny about this intention thing, but literally we arrived at the outside door of at the time the World Trade Center at the exact same time that night, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is like such a sign. So, and then from there.
Did you believe it was a song?
I was
Or were
stalking.
you just cold?
No.
It's in February. It's freezing out.
Yeah, it was in February. It was really
Yeah.
cold. But no, we had a little, we had a practice round. We were like, well, let's make sure we don't suck. And then we were like,
Okay, we can do this.
That was pretty
We can make
good.
this happen.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we learned like a cover song just to see how we sounded. And after that, we wrote some songs, and
Sound,
here we are.
we
pretty
still
awesome.
nostalgically play that at some of our shows, just like, this is the first song we ever sang together.
What is the first song you ever sang together?
Yeah. What is
It
it?
was the Jason Aldean, Kelly Clarkson duet song.
Don't you want to
Oh, yeah.
stay?
Yeah.
We should do that sometime.
It was
We
like, don't
should.
you want
If
to
only
stay in
I
the
could
band?
sing.
Don't you want to stay in the band? That was like a, yeah.
That's awesome.
So
Cool.
subconscious.
Well, there's all sorts of exciting things to, take place tonight on Chit Chat Chop, but we should really get to some chopping and some.
Yeah.
Well, there's not really a lot of chopping.
Not a lot of chopping.
There's a
but
lot of burgering
a lot of
happening
burgering.
tonight because it's summer and it's girl season. You wouldn't know it in Nova Scotia because it's cold, but the sun came out today and we're in a good place.
We're into it.
All right, I'm going off. Chef Andrew, take over.
All right.
Put them to work.
All right. So, you guys have another song to play. So we're going to get this to a certain stage.
Okay.
And then you guys are going to play a song, and then amazingly, burgers are going to be ready after
Oh,
that.
that's
So
great.
you're going to have to.
Television.
I
You're
wish
gonna
that
have,
happened in my kitchen.
you're gonna have to sing for your supper. That's
Yeah,
the only.
perfect.
But hey, that's fine. Anyway, I'm gonna show everybody and show you guys how to do a great burger in your kitchen. Not necessarily. So this can work in the middle of January if your barbecue is snowed under. It's a great way to do a burger at home. When I was going through your cookbook, I noticed there was one great story about
Kim Dunn.
Yeah, exactly. That was awesome, and it was all about just the essence of people overcomplicate things and then bring it back to simplicity, and that's what this burger is all about. Because I'm a purist, so this is just beef. The patty we're doing is just beef with a very simple burger spice on top of it. So this is just a mixture of equal.
Do you want me to mix that for you? Should I
Actually,
mix
yes.
Oh, look at she's
That-
right in there.
She's
She's
so
like,
in
oh,
there.
I'm gonna get
So
my
in
hands
there.
dirty.
it?
So-
I need to. We're supposed to chitting and chatting and chopping, right?
Exactly. Well, why don't I get one of you
Cheese.
guys to butter these buns up for me? So I'll turn the griddle on. If you guys want to butter the buns, I got the butter right
We've
there.
washed our hands preset. We
Yeah,
washed our
exactly.
hands.
Exactly. That's fine.
I know live TV makes us.
And where did
nervous.
these awesome buns come from?
These awesome buns.
Andrew picked these up this morning.
I picked these up this morning. We have a great friend, Laura Mulrooney, who is co-owner Julian's Bakery down in Chester, and they make unreal, amazing products, and these buns are no exception.
Nice buns, Andrew.
Why, thank you. Why, thank you. I don't get that very often, so I'll take it where I can.
I am standing behind you.
It's true. It's true. I'm embarrassed.
Andrew's
It's
getting
fine. Yeah, it's just my sun. I've been getting a lot of sun.
Sure.
Yeah. But I have a little flame. Oh, it's not going yet.
I like how we left the flaming thing for Dwight. Chris is busy with the
Fire,
buttering,
right?
and I'm doing the
Fire.
stirring.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I
have,
think
yeah.
Dwight wants to get
I
his
had
hands
those
dirty with a little bit
before.
of burger spice. So why don't you liberally season
With
these
hands or a
patties
spoon?
With your hands. Because,
okay. I'll hold the spoon.
Yeah, your hands are a little
Alright.
clean at this point.
we
I
do it?
gotta-
Yeah.
I'll come up. So really coat them. So this is, I want like double that.
Okay.
Because, so
Wow.
this seasoning is equal parts pepper, salt,
Yep.
garlic powder, and smoked paprika.
Oh, nice.
Yep, so super simple, but this is going to almost form a beautiful crust on the outside of the burger, and it's going to be, it looks like a lot right now, but only a quarter of this is salt. The rest is all nice seasonings and everything, so that's perfect. I'm just going to rub
Hungry
that
for
right in.
Hungarian.
Good.
And I'm going to give them a flip, and I'm going to get the other side too.
Alright.
But see, just
I feel like I got the best job because my hands are still clean.
see, you planned that.
I did.
You planned that.
Yeah, saw it was coming.
Yeah.
It's my intuitive nature.
So you're like the ringleader of the band, or how does?
Well, they would like.
Bands have ringleaders, right?
And Chris is
She would be the motor.
Chris is the mediator of it takes my 40 chapters of text messages and says in 2 sentences what I've just expressed,
Yeah.
and then Dwight's like, yep. So it works out. It's a good team dynamic.
Well,
It's a good team
that's what you
dynamic.
need, and I mean that's what a kitchen needs, right, Patty?
Right.
Good
Exactly
team dynamic.
it is.
So this is we want these heavily seasoned. Like I said, this isn't all salt, but all this stuff is basically seasoning the inside of the patty when you bite through it, and that's exactly what we want. So I got my cast iron.
So what if you don't have a cast iron pan?
If you don't have a cast iron
Then you
pan,
should go get one.
Or
You should go get one.
Or you use a grill. Go outside in the barbecue.
yeah,
right?
exactly.
Okay.
So we ground this in house today. So if you if you have a little attachment for your KitchenAid at home, and you can grind your own meat, by all means do it. That's all we did here is just use a little KitchenAid grinder,
Do
and
you
it works
roll it in
perfectly.
the edges?
Actually, that's a good call.
Thank you.
Let's give that a try.
All right.
Oh, there we go.
All right, right.
Look at those edges.
I know. Seal
And
it
right in
in.
the pan. Oh, look at that.
I feel like I should
Pardon
have
me.
a second spoon and I could play something for you. Like,
Yeah, why not, right?
sort of like my Newfoundland roots coming out. I can't hold a spoon without motioning.
All of a rhythm, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the only thing holding these burgers together is the actual meat itself. There's no, because they were formed right after the meat was ground. It was all able to knit together and get.
Then you put it in the fridge or something to.
Yeah, you put it in the fridge for about an hour or so, and then you're good to go. Look at
It
that.
also gives a good amount of fat in those burgers.
Yes, exactly. So
I use lean ground beef.
exactly. So all right, let's guess the ratio of meat to fat in here. What do you think, Chris?
Are we still talking just the burgers?
We're
or
talking
like,
just the
this
patty
is a hard
itself.
winter for me.
20%.
Yeah.
20% fat,
that's
right
right.
on the money. First
Hey,
guess.
money.
If I could drop balloons from the ceiling, I would. Chris, you nailed it.
Excite Andrew with that.
Woo! That is a great answer. I just burned my finger, but you couldn't tell, could
And you
you?
have it on really, is that like it's supposed to be a high searing thing?
Exactly.
Do you need to wash your hands, Dwight? Is that
No, I'm good.
There we go. So yeah, this is a high heat because we want to basically just sear the outside.
Okay.
And imagine you're doing this at home. This is going to be pretty smoky. You
Yeah.
only have to get a little crust on the outside. Then you can put them in the oven, like a 350
grand.
degree oven, for about 4 or 5 minutes.
Cool.
And they'll be fully cooked in the middle, but you'll also get that beautiful burger sear on the outside.
Because there'd be
right?
people like me that end up cooking it too high, and then I don't know if it's cooked in the middle, and then you wreck your burger because you have to break
Yeah,
it
you can
apart,
poke
and then
it.
you're trying to jam it in the bun. Yeah.
And also, we have a very limited barbecue season here, right? Or like outside grilling
Yeah.
season, right? Like, hey, let's
A 2-day summer.
Depends who you're talking to.
I like Dwight's adventure.
All I need is a grill and a snow shovel. I'm good.
Oh my god. Do you have a smoker?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Well, it's a little smoky thing. Yeah.
Nice.
Elizabeth Bonner just said hello. Hey guys.
Oh, hey,
Would you mind turning on the oven for me? Thank you.
Awesome.
Wonderful. So, going on top of the burger, we need some kind of condiment situation, right? So normally we've got all of these things that people like to put on burgers. You know, you got ketchup, relish, mustard, mayonnaise, or you could just put them all into one magical burger
What a
sauce.
great idea. I've
Right
never
here.
thought about doing that.
It's great,
That's
and
clever.
I really like chopping up pickles and putting pickles in here too, so you get that nice
Oh
dilly
my
crunch.
god, that's awesome.
Yeah, I
What do you
actually.
call that topping? You have to brand it. Your
This is
Andrew
Andrew's burger sauce.
Andrew Smash.
There we go.
Burger smash. It's
Smash
a burger
sauce.
smash. Smash sauce.
Smash sauce.
Right, you can have that. You can have that.
Lana, you can come back anytime. This is great. This is really
We're
great.
creative people, right?
good bot. You know, you got to know.
It's a great night here. Here's a great night.
They'll have us back.
All right, so I need somebody to put buns on the flat top, and I already have nice buns, so we need somebody else to do that. And I need somebody, it could be me, to flip the burgers. Any
I think
I'm
you,
not
should,
gonna
I think
flip
you
the
should flip the burger, Dwight.
I
feel
can
like-
do it. So these just need to
there's
land
this- there's
Yeah,
this
just put them
really-
right on here. This should be hot enough, so just
How do you
flip
flip without splashing all over yourself?
it. You flip it away from yourself. How about I show you one?
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I feel like Dwight knows this.
I mean,
He's like right in there. He's like, I don't need a demo.
well, these guys, their fingers, you know, like me, you need your hands, you know, to be in good shape.
So this would be a good time to tell you the story after you flip and show.
Oh, yes.
About
So-
Dwight's flipping
look at that.
egg incident at our
Nice
last
crust.
video that gets stuck to the pan. That was my fault.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that crust. So I just touched the side of it there, just
All right.
to balance
Dwight,
it
you'll
all.
have to tell him that story because that was funny.
So Lana decides to put an egg in a cold stainless steel pan.
Oh, no.
we were filming a video. We didn't
Oh,
know
look at that.
what
Look.
it
It worked. It worked.
There we go.
So Dwight
Actually, this looks like the scene from the video.
It does. That's what I wanted
Is that
to
right?
do.
Yeah, it looks just
He's,
like it.
He's making
Deja
up.
vu.
I can't flip burgers at all.
You're doing great.
Great job.
We're holding together.
Your shirt, you're good.
You're under pressure and you're holding it together. That's all we
So
can do.
Dwight's in
I'm
this
doing the side
romantic-
flip.
Oh, that's a good one. So Dwight's doing this really romantic scene, and he's trying to get this egg out of the frying pan, and he's like trying to act all, you know, calm and romantic. And he's like, "Jeez." It was funny. It was good. So you recommend that on the, not in the oven, you just recommend the hot plate thing?
Well, for our purposes here, it worked really
Okay,
well
perfect.
on this little skillet. But you can, by all means, just slide your burger buns on a sheet pan in the oven. A little bit of butter, garlic butter if you want. Yep, absolutely. And the idea is that toasting forms a barrier, so any meat juices you have won't
okay.
soak right through
Before the end, you smash sauce.
before the smash sauce. Got to make a barrier for that.
That isn't, and then the burger is like the bun is like a little pink and wet, and it's
Yeah.
kind of soppy.
Yeah.
No, you don't want a soggy bun.
No.
No,
Ruins the experience.
exactly. So we're going to go right past that. Now, Lana, I think you should cheese these.
Okay, so do we put one full piece on each one?
Yeah, I want to put one
Okay.
full piece on each one, and then we're
Okay.
going to put them on our little sheet pan so they can
Okay.
go in the oven, continue cooking a little bit, because I don't know about everybody at home.
Does
but-
anybody not want cheese on there? Should I suggest that everybody?
Come on.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
Chris has a nacho addiction, so I know he likes cheese. Literally every night for a while there, you were
For a
having
little while,
nachos.
yeah. I'm off.
As far as addictions go, that's not too bad.
I know.
Well,
Oh, come on.
As musicians, it could be worse.
Yeah.
Homemade nachos? Or is there a place that you go
no,
for?
no, I very basic homemade nachos.
And when we say homemade, we mean he takes the nachos out of the bag,
I
right?
and I put the cheese on myself,
Let's
and I
not
put
get
it
too
in the
excited
oven,
here.
and
Like melt grated
I
cheese,
make
or do you
my
like melt cheese
squash
whiz
up
or
my
something?
avocado.
You use you use grated cheese, not like cheese whiz melted in it.
No.
The bachelor cheese whiz.
Queso.
Yeah.
Fancy word, queso.
Oh,
Yeah.
queso.
Cheese whiz with chopped jalapenos in it.
Oh, yummy.
Oh, and there's a little recipe with little Velveeta in your book,
Oh
too.
yeah,
which is-
it's actually with this recipe about how he added it to the stir fry thing. Yeah, it was very funny. Cheese whiz and the stir fry. So
Yeah.
it was a great Tim Dunn story.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love a melty cheese. Well, I also love a good tune. So,
Alright.
yeah, let's get, I'll take care of these burgers. You guys sing us a song.
Oh, hey, Miss
Colorado
Mia.
music,
Woo,
Colorado.
woo.
Hey,
Hello.
All in Colorado.
Oh, nice. Wonderful.
Awesome.
Global thing.
It's excellent.
Yes, we're all over the place.
Our music is international.
Exactly. Universal language and
We brought good running shoes for the Studio B, to Studio
Hey,
A.
like, be prepared. There might be some mess-ups.
all right. If you guys could only see this behind the scenes, it's incredible. Adam's gonna sprint with his little
Depending on
trolley.
music.
I did not wear stilettos for this reason.
See you in a second.
Miss you sitting across from me, sipping your morning tea, hair up, no makeup, effortless. Miss the freckles on your nose, curled up laughing at my jokes. My back stand up, but you crack up and get me. what if I miss you? It's not changing anything. Don't come around now and just let me down and try hurting me again. I'd rather this is you. Go back to start again. Because then I can stand proud. You never let me down, never let me down, never let me down again. Miss you sleeping in my shed. You throw it on after work. Lazy nights feel just right with me. Miss you leaving me at the door, like I just got home from war. You kissed me, said you miss me, said I miss you more. So what if I miss you? It's not changing anything. Don't come around now, just let me down. Try hurting me again. I'd rather resist you. Go back to start again. Because then I can stand proud. You never let me down, never let me down, never let me down again. I remember all the good times that we shared, the pain of all the things that brought us here. And it's tempting to step backwards, but we've been here before. 'Cause I miss you, I miss you, I really miss you. So what if I miss you? So what if I miss you? It's not changing anything. Don't come around now just to let me down. Try hurting me again. I'd rather resist you. Go back to start again. Because then I can stand proud. You never let me down, never let me down, never let me down again. Never let me down again. Never let me down, you never let me down again. Never let me down again.
All right. It's time to get cooking.
Apron. Woo! I never wear aprons because aprons are so not flattering, but there are lots of people that can pull off aprons. So we're back. That was awesome. Musical interlude number 2. Back in Studio A here at Kitchen Door Catering. Andrew was busy at the stove. Oven. Look, I'm wearing this fancy apron, right?
Ooh.
What
And
does
you
it say?
too.
Musicians, memories, and morsels.
It's from the cookbook.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome.
And so somebody
Got a
could
microphone
win
on
that.
it.
Somebody could win that.
So we have a little prize pack happening here. These lovely folks brought us a prize pack. Bring it over here, Adam. Come on. Bring it over. Pete, come on. Come on,
pressure,
producer.
no pressure,
Don't
Adam.
forget the CD.
All these. Yeah.
Yes!
Oh, and
It's a
the
big
card.
prize pack.
Ooh, look at that.
Look at this. So we have this beautiful, beautiful book. So, What's Your Story by LanaGrant.com.
But we thought that you could maybe write your favorite recipes down into it if
Or
people
like
had inspired
tips
their
and
songs.
tricks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chit-chatting and
Chit-chatting and chopping.
chops.
Then we have Musicians' Memories and Morsels. This book is pretty awesome. And I got to tell you, I read a lot of cookbooks in my life. I read a lot of cookbooks. And this is kind of the first I've seen of its kind in, you know, here on the East Coast. So it's got how many artists?
Over 40.
Over
So-
40 submitted recipes. It's great. It's got some wonderful, wonderful stories. It's got some wonderful recipes. Some beautiful photography.
We call it the coffee table meets kitchen because you can read the stories and then go in and cook.
I really like the paper it's on too.
I know.
It's
Nice.
very tactile.
I
But
know.
look, see the little like.
And maybe you don't want to say this, but is there anyone in there that maybe had the strangest recipe you saw?
The root beer one. Oh, who did the root beer one?
Oh, root beer.
Root beer.
Um,
Root beer.
Oh my gosh, there was a really good recipe about the root beer, and I remember, of course, because you asked.
There's many of these.
So I've heard like meat, you put root beer first. I've
Yeah,
heard that done
there's
before.
some really fun ones. Was it Al Tuck's root beer? And then I think it might have been Al Tuck. Now, of course, it's a live show. And you're gonna be like,
That's all right, though. We're allowed. It's.
but it was like this root beer where he was making this homemade root beer, and he only had beer bottles, and he had to package it, and he was trying to sell them at school, but it looked like beer bottles, so it was very funny. So he got busted. It was very funny.
And so talk about the cause, because there's a cause to this.
Yeah, so we did a recipe for help section, and
Yeah.
it has lots of resources for people who are living with mental illness or
Yeah.
have some issues surrounding some maybe they're dealing with something they don't know how to manage at the time. So it's that would do some good.
Awesome. Very cool. Anyway, so apron, your patty, CD, super awesome. Look
They're
at
fun.
look
Like
at the
a
looking
CTV.
all awesome on the back. I wish I looked like that every day because that's just
Well,
gorgeous.
it's makeup.
We wish we looked like that.
you look fine, and you're also serious. You're like,
It always looks the same.
You
Yeah.
guys just show up and look like a band.
look at you. You're like.
I know. It's like you have to kiss the screen like with fish lips. Or
2 seconds here. You guys are banned. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh my
No,
god,
that was
I'm
really
not buying
bad.
that CD.
No, here, okay.
Okay.
No, you gotta do the photographer
ready?
comes in. Okay, ready?
3, 2, 1,
Ready?
here we
Okay,
go.
let's do it.
It's the fish lips.
Oh,
Yeah.
See, I'm smoldering right
I
now.
don't know what type of music it is, but
And I'm like getting rid of my triple chin. You go forward, and you bend, you put your chest up. That's what they say. Anyway, okay.
Well, it
So
distracts them with the chest.
win-win.
done. And then you get out there and you look. I mean,
tried
it's
that
weird
once
if you took a
before.
side angle, but
No, exactly.
cookbook, apron, CD, awesome little notebook. Yours to win. So like.
Like or
What do we like?
comment, I
Okay,
think
what
like
are we
and
gonna? Let's make the rules up. We're gonna
You
do
can
it on the fly.
like and comment on the
Like and
Chit Chat
comment
Shop
on
series.
Chit Chat Shop. Like their page because they're awesome.
Lacewood.
Lacewood. Like Kitchen Door because we're kind of awesome too. And next, let's say Monday. Let's say Monday we're gonna draw for this prize pack. Okay? For all those people that did all those things that I just totally forgot about.
At least that they like the series, that they like the Chit Chat.
What did I say we
this
had
is
to
a
do?
legitimate contest.
This is totally a patty contest. Yeah.
As long as you get the like and the comment on the Chit Chat.
Yeah,
Shop.
we're good. No, but it's anyway.
Well, but you can come to ours.
Awesome. Okay, so you're gonna take over burgers.
Yeah, so we just allowed a very crucial step in the burger making
Step over.
to
You're
continue.
on show here.
We allowed the burgers to rest for a few minutes.
Okay.
So that redistributes the juices, make sure all the juice goes in your mouth, not out.
And the cheese
everywhere
stays
else.
in place.
And
You
the
don't
cheese
lose
stays
the
in place.
cheese.
Look at that cheesy cap on that.
great.
Oh,
That actually does it.
oh, look at that. Look at that.
Do we need to help you plate, Chris? Do you need to? No, Chris is like, no. I already had to wash my hands twice. He's saying, yeah. It's harder for guitar players, right, to get in there, and I just go up and grab the microphone.
What I lived with a guitar player for years, and one of the weirdest scenes I ever came home to, like being a cook, you would expect every pot on the stove to be food related. He was boiling his strings.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow,
How
I've
do you
never
boil
heard that. Did you
strings?
guys-
Bass players do it sometimes.
Extend their life a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, you get that little bit of gunk that's in the strings out of
What's
that.
that?
Most musicians start out having to boil their strings.
I can understand bass guitar as a bass expensive strings.
Yeah, they are. They would be.
Anyway, so we had some
They
guitar
look
string soup.
awesome.
They look really
Look
good.
at these.
I think we should cut them up in half so you can all have some.
Andrew, you need
Or at
to
least-
you need your
Adam
phone,
never
too.
eats.
You need
You
to
don't
take a
eat
picture
it?
too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I eat, but I'm usually thinking.
Oh,
He's
okay.
usually in like.
Well, I'll leave
So
one.
we have,
Food.
Leave
I'll leave
one.
one for a photo, but I
Okay.
will cut these ones all in
Okay.
half here.
so we eat first and then sing. This should be good. If I come out there with
exactly.
your Andrew smash sauce
All down your shirt. That's a
Yeah.
sign of a good episode.
definitely
Right?
did not wear white
You
purposely.
guys see Pitch Perfect 1? You ever see that?
Yeah, I was singing it.
All right, Adam, let's do the burger reveal.
The burger reveal.
Oh,
Ooh, look at that.
look at
I
that.
literally saved up all
Oh.
my appetite today.
Stop
it was
it.
good.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
You do.
All
All
right.
right.
I'll do
You
these
take-
two.
okay.
Thank you.
Ready?
Thank you.
Burger.
Do we have to come down?
You go ahead. No,
You
you're
want
good.
the Food Network slow oozing.
Ooh,
Maybe zone
I'm
in
so
on
on
Dwight
board
or
with having to eat
something.
this really big burger
Right
on
here.
live television.
Yeah, right.
You gotta squash a little bit,
Yeah.
right?
Well, the great
You gotta-
here. Well, if I can show you, the great
So
thing about a
Andrew's
Julien's
like
burger.
a burger connoisseur.
Oh yes, these buns took a lot of research and a lot of collaboration with Julien's,
Oh, but look
they
at
have
the
the perfect.
oozy.
They have the perfect squish.
Okay.
So you just
It's very
compress it.
squishy.
Look at that juice, and then you got to do
Over the blade.
the Guy Fieri
Over the
slouch, sort of like you gotta.
I feel like I
Dive
need
into
a
your
third
burger.
hand.
I need to make some space here.
Oh,
Here. Hold on.
Oh, there's the thumbnail. I've got it.
Oh my god, that's really good. Oh! Seriously.
Oh, good. It's really good.
So you guys sang really well, so the burger's really good. It's a correlation,
That's
direct
good.
correlation.
Yummy.
Oh.
Nothing like you
What's
couldn't
in
have
the
had a
burger
dainty
sauce
finger
again?
food.
No.
Burger sauce. So on the sauce in the
Smash
bun, mustard, mayo, ketchup,
Andrew smashed
$1 Million relish from Helen's Preserves, which we sell out front here at Kitchen Door.
Yeah,
so
it's awesome.
if you're looking for a source for that, we got them. And
I
it's
like
great,
literally-
especially if you lick it off
I
your
need
finger.
napkins.
It'll just drip
Now
down
that
your
we're
finger.
finished cooking and prepping.
Yeah, exactly.
I actually, when I dropped off the cookbook and the CD the other week, I came back and I had a girls' party to go to that night. I literally filled up, their fridges are full of
Thank you.
perfect party stuff.
Amazing.
I know, that's great. So if we leave this here and then come back and eat it.
Oh, you totally, yeah.
They may still be here.
Yeah, maybe.
What?
I'm not sure.
Adam,
I'm not sure.
killing
I'll walk
me.
away from it.
I know.
Ooh, yum.
Who's
Super
singing
yum.
lead in the next one?
Sorry?
Super yum.
It's a duet. We figured we share it. I feel like it's so glamorous. I so didn't wear white, but I'm kind of leaning over like, you know.
We got the hunch. We gotta have that.
You know, or it could be this.
That's fantastic.
Up at the big one.
So where are people going to be able to see you
Yeah, what's
in next
happening?
next
What's
few
coming
months?
Yeah, what's next for you guys?
We're filming a video for our third single that's coming out, and which is great. So if you go to our Lacewood Facebook page or website, Lacewood.ca, you can jump on and see the 2 pre-release singles we did, and we did some really fun videos. I mean, they were a really good time for us, and so we can't wait to see what's up for video number 3 with Remember. And so we're working on that and doing a lot of online stuff, and we're going to kind of prep out some unique venues that can support and launch the CD. And
That's awesome.
yeah, so that's the fun part, getting it. The CD actually launches coming up in the next few weeks. So
That's awesome.
At least 4, I would think, by the time we get the video done. and everything, so.
Well, congratulations. It's awesome. Super
Thanks.
exciting. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks so
Thanks
much.
for having
We
us.
have one more song, right? What are you gonna take the show out with?
Remember, right?
Remember.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, do you remember what we're
Yeah.
taking out now?
Is there a story behind this song?
Yeah.
Well, the story is that we always come in and we usually say like, okay, what's happening? What's our theme for the writing song? But this was about how sometimes the women store up all their angst, and then
That'd be
all of
like
a sudden
every
they
day.
blow, and it's like it really isn't about anything about that one thing that happens to like the 20 things that happen. So it's the girls saying like, dude, what are you doing? And the guy's like, oh, you just told me along, wouldn't be such a big
Dwight's
deal.
like,
Yeah,
Don't tell me.
it's kind of the musical version of that meme where the guy is laying there and the girl's thinking he's thinking about other women and he's thinking like, why did giraffes have such long necks?
Yeah.
It's kind of the musical version of that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And see,
The
this is what
miscommunications.
happens. I write
That's
the 40
awesome.
paragraphs, and Chris sums it up in 2 lines.
That's
And
what memes are. That's what
really
memes are for.
Yeah.
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 It's
I like
totally-
it when I can relate to a song.
Yeah.
Enough said.
We all know all sides.
So you can
Okay.
imagine what this video is going to be like. It'll be fun.
Oh, it's awesome.
We could make it a meme fest.
Are you filming soon?
Yeah, it'll be this month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, cool. So let's head back to studio.
Okay.
Do it.
I'm
B.
making it
All right,
this
we got
week.
3.
And you can
Okay,
come back
So
and
they're
finish
gonna
your
play-
burger.
No, well, yeah, we'll do the shout out where they can find you and all that stuff, and then they're gonna play a set.
Oh, okay, okay.
Right?
So
Okay.
are we shouting out now?
Yeah. 'cause
Are we
they're gonna
live
play-
right
they're
now?
gonna play- Yeah.
Oh, you're
Oh,
giving
we're
us
on this
direction
camera.
live? See, this is how casual
That's
we are.
it.
Yeah.
We're very
I'm like,
casual.
I'm still wiping my face. I'm
Yeah.
like,
So just play. So tell them where they can find you and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Oh.
so where can we find you? We're on the internet. Where are you guys?
Where are we?
They're not on the
Lacewood.ca.
internet? No.
No, we have got Lacewood.ca. We're just in the process. We're doing a little reboot
Where's
with
the
our
camera?
website. So over the next few weeks, you'll see it change up a little bit, but
Cool.
it's Lacewood.ca. And we do a lot of posting, a lot on Facebook, so you can
Yeah.
catch up with our more regular happenings on Facebook.
Cool.
And
And a Lacewood YouTube channel, which is
Yeah.
where our videos are and our outtake videos and stuff.
yeah, we had some fun outtakes of that last video that we did just dance.
Yep.
We brought a lot of local celebrities in, and I went on like 10 bad dates or something like that. Felt like real life at one point during like, right. But when Dave Carroll
So
showed
we
up with
condensed
the,
it down to 10.
yeah, thanks, Dwight. It's all right. I'm good now. I'm good now. Don't send me in pity letters. I'm good. But no, and then I think one of our funny ones too was Dwight, or when Dave Carroll came in with the ventriloquist puppet. I was like, that's it. I just gotta get better than that. No, it was good.
Great.
No.
And any upcoming shows so people can see it.
Well, we're really focusing on the CD launch, so
Okay.
we're going to end the video, and then we're going to do a launch party. So you'll have to stay tuned for that, and we'll have all the information on our.
We're booking shows probably for the fall.
Yeah.
Cool. So great reason to check out Lacewood on Facebook and Lacewood.ca.
That's right.
All right.
I feel like there's a Bob's Taxi theme song about the casino or something.
Awesome. So 3, 2, 1, studio.
All right.
All right.
I'm saving. We'd like to say thank you to the Kitchen Door for having us on their Chit Chat Chop. Hattie and Andrew and Adam, thanks a lot for working it out. It's going to be our next single.
I love tuning while we're
Yeah, the
actually
live.
to go, yeah.
This is live. True
That's
life.
close enough, I think.
2, 3.
I send you a note, loaded from my heart, a bottle of moment, where they would tear us apart. But it's a funny thing that time doesn't heal. Words and wounds and a lock and key all come out eventually. Remember that thing you did way back when we won't go. Remember that thing you said last week when you stopped me cold. Remember that time you did all this time in time. Oh, I can say I told you so if you didn't know. Nice bands, Andrew.
You couldn't let me in. The stuff along the way made a mountain from a molehill. I don't know what to say. I didn't want to hurt you. We were doing fine. Don't sugarcoat your feelings.